Hello everybody and welcome to week 11. We have an exam coming up this week. I will start it on Wednesday evening, probably midnight, and run it through Saturday, so it gives you guys plenty of time to do this. It will be just like the rest of them, everything that I've done to date. It's going to cover tourism, recreation attractions and clubs, and casino entertainment or gaming entertainment. Now, speaking of, I'm going to show you a quick video here. I went up to Minnesota back in August, and I took a wonderful trip up north with my family, and we went to one of the original casinos that I opened. And this is on the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe land. So it is a tribal casino. So it's just a real quick one, but it'll give you a shot of a modern day casino. And I'm sure some of you have already been to some, so this may be a repeat. But here's a view of a casino. And like I said, we'll have an exam later on this week. Have a great week, folks. Good luck. I know you're going to do great on the exam, and enjoy this little video. Thanks. Grand Casino Hinckley is situated halfway between the two largest population centers in Minnesota, Minneapolis and Duluth, right there on the tip of Lake Superior. Now, if you look at the property, here's an overview. It has everything from an RV resort. The casino is to the far right. You have an isolated inn, an amphitheater, and everything else. Here's a plaque, the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. And here's the front porte cochere. Now, I've spent some time here because this is important to me, and I apologize for the cell phone video. But when you walk through this, it is pretty intricate. And what we learned here is this is a haven for bird nests. And it's very difficult for you to keep this stuff clean, although it seems like they've done a pretty good job. But this is the first and the last thing you see, so it's pretty important for us to keep it clean. There's the further expanse of the casino. All right, here's the opening, the front doors. Very clean, by the way. Okay, let me show you this. I'm going to pause it here for a second. This is a standard or an updated slot floor. What we're looking at here is different ceiling heights and different banks. You'll see a mix of 4 and 5 slot machine banks. You'll also notice that your line of sight is interrupted quite a bit with different lights, color, motion, all of those things that that cause you to stop or at least pause and take a look, and hopefully stop and have a seat in front of one of these devices. When I go through these casinos, what I look at are the details, like how well is the carpet kept? What are the ceiling tiles? Do they stand out or do they blend in? Are all the light bulbs in the light sockets, and are they working? And is the light level and the noise level at a comfortable pace to make me want to stay there, or make guests want to stay there? Here's a standard bar that's put in the middle. Here's Little Green Men. This is a sample. We're going to see another example of this. Here's a slot bank. You can see how it goes all the way to the top, and all of these are video screens. So it's very easy to have these changed. It's literally a video card or a program to be changed. You'll also notice these are banks of 3 on one side and 3 on the other. They take up very little space because they're thin, as opposed to those larger boxier ones. And you'll see some of those in the background there. But they have a good mix of these at this particular casino. Notice the lights up above, how they are not at angles. They are fluid, showing some motion. And it's meant to direct you through this pattern of slot machines through all these banks. And another thing to point out here is when I first started, way back when, casinos only had basically bar stools that were in the middle of the casino in front of the slot machines. Why would you want people to be uncomfortable? So we were one of the first companies to put backs to chairs. And you'll see that carried out. Almost every casino now has them. This is Wheel of Fortune. You'll see at the top, it's that circular LED. There's always I didn't get video of this, but there's always that sign is always in motion. Again, drawing your eye to it, you'll see in the middle there's a circular bank. Here's just another line. See how that is just one big screen. Here's a closer look at that. And there's your a reader right there. There's your card reader, your ticket in, ticket out, and your bill acceptor. Here's another shot of the slot banks. Just wanted to show you all the different types. Line of sight here. You can see how far back it goes. These are older machines. They're not the tall versions. You see the candlesticks on top. I guess you'd call them older school slot machines. They still have the video monitors on the top, so you can display all kinds of information. And you'll see here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the same, 5 of the same type of machines right next to each other. And this is also a progressive. Now, this is the Game of Thrones, and I'm showing this to you because you're seeing some. There's a lot of things going on in this picture right here. Number one, the Game of Thrones obviously is in the middle, and you'll see where every face of this this particular game, including the back of the chair, is donned with different types of signage. And as we'll see here in a second, this entire game, top to bottom, changes. But I'm going to show you this on a different game. But you'll also notice the arch. You see the gentleman to the right who is sitting there, he has the face mask on. You'll see that chair. It is almost like a modern gaming chair. If any of you play video games and you've sat in those chairs, you have speakers, you have motion, you have even the movement in the chair. It's all a part of that experience to keep you in front of this gaming device. And again, the painless extraction of cash. We want you to spend time there and engage in the game. Now, to the left, you'll see a standard four machine bank. In the back, you'll see a beverage station. You only see the beginning of BEVER. And to the right, in the back behind the gentleman with the mask, you see an older school slot machine there. You see how thick they are, but yet they still have the video monitor, the CRTs, top and mid plate. Okay, this is the Walking Dead machine, and yeah, I got some video of this, and my daughter was actually playing it, so I could sneak up to her and take the video here. But you'll see this change in just a second, and that's the reflection of other machines on that machine. See, it changes. So you have this capability of these machines. So it's only prohibited by your imagination as to what you can do. Now, obviously, it's in the slot machines. This is Aristocrat. It's in their interest to partner with popular television shows and other media that's out there. I can't remember how my daughter did, but she is very camera shy. I made her sit there and play. As you can see, she's pretty focused and can't believe I'm doing what she calls dad things. So I took the seat. And I just wanted to do a slow crawl up the game to show you the different things that would happen. Now you see in multiple games, I believe I was playing max. I always play max bet on these. But you have multiple bets that can be made on this. The only limit here is your imagination as a game designer. Again, that company is Aristocrat. Now this is my wife playing. I'm going to let this play through. She hit a bonus round here, and you see how she's using the touch screen. She bet 150 credits. I can't remember. Oh, it's a penny machine, and we'll come up to this credit here in a second, or excuse me, this bonus here in a second. There it is. Now, what this does is it gives her a certain amount of free spins. So here we go. The machine automatically spins. Hopefully you can hear the audio. You can control the level of audio of your game. On these, there's a portion of the screen that you can touch that moves the volume up and down. Here she goes. At this point, I'm sweating. Yeah, she's going after the big money. $14, it's spinning, you can barely see it. Okay, spins completed, 3 spins completed. So you see right there what's happening. And she did not, but she stays there. She came very close, so she is compelled to play more. This is how much she won. Again, this is on a penny machine, okay? There you go, 70, 72, 82. Yeah, now believe me, she was going after the 11,000, of course. But believe me, that was an interesting way. My wife loves playing slot machines. I personally am more of a table game guy, but she enjoys playing those, and she will sit there and try to get it, get those bonuses all day long. For her, she swears that there's somebody behind the curtain controlling that, and will turn it on and off depending on where she is. It doesn't matter how much time I spend explaining game math, she still thinks there's people that control it. And there you go. Here's another view. And you can see what's called pull tabs in the background there. That is a break open ticket is what they call it. That's the real name for it, the industry name. And those are nothing more than a form of lottery game where you pull the tickets apart, and if the icons on the inside after you break those open, if they match, you win a prize. So there's another way for you to spend some money in this casino. Notice the ceiling, everything's clean and in order. Line of sights are good. Here's another one. Look at the end cap there. Again, using every available space to promote the game. And here we have the pit. Okay, in this particular jurisdiction, they only allow blackjack and slot machines or electronic games. So I did a quick scan here, and this was before they told me I was no longer allowed to do that. Now this guy was clearly not too happy being there. Nothing worse than a blackjack dealer that has to sit there and wait for customers. His job at that point is to look as inviting as possible for folks to come in. I don't think he was too pleased that I was there. This is a form of blackjack. I can't remember exactly which game this is, but it was a relatively new game that was licensed in this jurisdiction. Well, this is just before they asked me to stop doing that. Now, this is a video roulette game. It is allowed because there are video games allowed in this particular jurisdiction. It is a matter of a compact with the state that allows them to have video roulette. So you can see that there where that electronic spinning of the wheel, and you can place your bets on the touch screen below. Okay, here's another, we're going into the non-gaming side. This is one of the restaurants. This is a diner here. It's a sports diner. Notice how open it is, so you can still see the TVs while you're at a gaming device. If you'll notice those two people right there sitting at that bar, there are slant top games at some of these bars. I can't remember if they are there, and I really can't tell out of this photo if there is, but nonetheless, this is the front side. It's a diner. On the back side of this is the buffet. Okay, this is if I turned around from that corner. I want you to notice a couple of things here. That the back part there, that's the buffet. That's the buffet entrance there. You also notice difference in ceiling height. That brings people in, a little more intimate. It controls the noise as well from the gaming floor. Also on your left, the smoky ribs, smoking price. So they have a rib night. Obviously, it's August 1 through 31, $14.99, 11 a.m. to close. But I'm going to zoom in here in just a second. Right here. Here you go. All right. You have Grand Rewards members, you pay even less. So if you are a member of their Players Club or their Loyalty Affinity Program, you get this. Now here this is. Okay. If you're a Diamond member, you get $5 off the price. So on a Preferred, you get $1 off. So again, this is another way of explaining or showing the benefits of being in the Players Club. There you go. Okay, so that is a view of one casino, and hopefully you understand the evolution of not only what we're showing you in the book and in the video about slot management. This is a real-life application of a relatively modern evolution of a slot floor or of a gaming floor. There's much more to it, but frankly, I was walking around with a handheld camera, and at one point I had a security guy following me. I had to call the GM, who was a friend of mine, and say, hey, I hope you don't mind. And of course he said, Rob, you know the rules. Let's make sure we don't film any customers. Because some people do get a little edgy about that, which I completely understand. So there it is. I hope you guys have a great week. And always, if you have any questions, you let me know. I am always available. Thanks a lot, guys.